I'm Cal from Dressin' a Dime. Today I'm going to show you some easy tips when you're preparing your items for the upcoming sale. The first thing I want you to focus on is the hanger. The hanger should form a question mark shape when you're looking at it. This allows the customers to see your items front as opposed to the back when they're looking through the racks. The next thing I want to show you is the non-slip grip we have on top of the hanger. This is used for straps that can easily fall off the hanger. We have a link on our website that shows you where you can purchase these for very inexpensive. If you don't have non-slip grips to put on top of your hangers, here's a little trick to help you so that your items do not fall off the hanger. You take two rubber bands. You place one rubber band at the end of one hanger and another rubber band at the end of another hanger. This will allow the straps from falling off the hanger. It has a little barrier at the end so the straps don't get past that. You'd rather have your items stay on the hanger than end up on the dirty floor. So this is a great way to prevent them from falling off the hanger. It works for tank tops or any kind of dress that has that material that easily can fall off the hanger. The next thing we're going to focus on is acceptable and unacceptable wrinkles. When you bring your item to the sale, we ask that they're pressed and folded neatly. For example, for items that we provide the pant hangers for. Shirts or skirts, capris, shorts, pants, etc. Here's an example of an item that has acceptable wrinkles. You can tell that it's been pressed, but right here there's a slight wrinkle from folding, and here there's a slight wrinkle. You can tell the person took time to press their item, but there's a few wrinkles from transporting them to the drop-off. This is an acceptable pair of pants. These pants are an unacceptable wrinkle. You can tell by looking at them they're very wrinkled, that they were just taken right out of the dryer, or they were worn last week, or they've been in the closet forever squished up. This obviously was not taken time to press before the sale. When a customer is coming to our sale, they're going to have their eye lean towards a pair that looks pressed and neat like they would find in a department store rather than one that was wrinkled in a closet. So make sure you take your time to press your items because our ultimate goal is to have your items sell. The next thing we're going to focus on is this dress. We have a guideline on our website that says we do not take items that are more than 2 years old. That is because so many trends change in the stores, and before you know it, they're out of date. We do have an exception to that rule, and that has to do with timeless pieces. This dress is more than 2 years old, but it's in excellent condition, and it's a timeless piece. The neckline, the length, the style is all timeless and it will not go out of style. So even though this dress is more than 2 years old, we would accept it because, again, like I said, it's a timeless piece. Here's an example of a dress that is not a timeless piece. Even though this dress is pressed and in perfect condition also, you can tell by the big large buttons that are covered with material, the shoulder pads that are still in the dress, and the pleats right here, that this dress is no longer in style. So remember when you're deciding, which dress should I take to the sale? If you don't see it in the department store still, you shouldn't see it at Dressin' a Dime. Here's another example of a shirt that we would not accept at our sale. Though you may think it's still super cute, this style is not found at the stores anymore. There's not a lot of embroidered denim that are still at the store. So even though you would still wear it, just think please about what you still find at the stores. We're now going to focus on another item. It's a super cute athletic wear running suit. The reason we would not accept this suit, yes, it's still in style, but it's quite nebby, and if you look up close here, you can tell that it's quite worn here at the seam and in the collar. Our website states that items need to be in perfect condition, so they're gently worn. This shows that this item has definitely been washed one too many times. So even though it's really cute, it's a little too worn for our sale. When you have items that have separates, like this running suit, we suggest that you print 2 separate tags, one for the bottom, one for the top. Then you'll rubber band the items together so that the people know that this is a set. That way, when they try them on, they know that they go together, that it's not just one piece, it's 2 pieces when they're purchasing it. I'm going to show you how you tag an item. We tell you to put the tag into the label of the clothing. Stick your tagging gun needle through, push. This way you do not ruin and cause any holes in the seams or anywhere in your item. The next thing I'd like you to notice is the label's name, Cassini. When you are typing your information into the description line, please write the name of the brand that's in the label. That way, if the tag happens to fall off, which a lot of times they do from trying on, I can easily type in Cassini navy blue and this will come up. If you just write navy blue running suit, 100 could show up, and then we may not be able to find the matching tag. We're now going to move on to purses. I'm going to show you what an acceptable purse is and an unacceptable purse is. Here are 2 purses. When you're preparing your item from the sale, make sure that you look through, seeing if there's any scratches, tears, or stains on the purse. If you've found out that they look great, then you need to attach the item to the strap or to the zipper. That way you're not puncturing any holes into the purse. Then you need to stuff the purse so that way when we have it displayed on the table it stands up nicely. It's more pleasing to the person's eye. Here's an example of a purse that we would not accept. On the bottom of the purse there's stains on the corners. This shows that this purse has been used quite a bit of time. Also, here's what a purse looks like if it's not stuffed. It simply just falls over and it doesn't catch anyone's eye like the purse that's been stuffed. So make sure you're carefully looking through your items, checking for not even the obvious stains, but the non-obvious stains, because we want them to be in mint condition. Then stuff your purse and it's ready to go. We will not be accepting purses that are dated, like the backpack purse. The backpack purse is not in style anymore. Or purses that are really small, skinny straps, those type of purses. So check them over before you bring them. Let's move on to shoes. Here's an example of a pair of shoes that are in excellent condition, but you can't attach them. So what we suggest you do is place a tag on the bottom of one of the shoes. You do not need to place it on both of the shoes because we're not going to lose one of the shoes. So you just need to put it on the bottom of one of the shoes. Then people can easily see that this shoe belongs to this tag. Also, you can notice there's no scuffs on the toe. The heels are in excellent condition. This is a perfect example of what we take for our sale. Here's an example of a shoe that's in great condition, but you can attach. We choose to use curling ribbon because it's easy and expensive, and it allows you to put enough give in it so that people can try them on. Remember, people want to try on the shoes. They want to see how they feel, see how they look. So give enough room for trying on, because if they're too close, they can't walk around with them. Then just attach the tag to the curling ribbon in the middle of the shoe. Here's a pair of shoes that are still in style, but as you can see, if you look up close, they're quite worn. So we're not only focusing on the bottom of the shoe, we're also looking at the inside of the shoe. If it looks too worn, like it's been worn too many times, we will not accept them, even though they're super cute and still in style. Here's an example of a shoe that we do get very often. This style of shoe is not accepted. It has a really square toe and a big, chunky, thick heel. This shoe has been dated for a while, and a lot of people like to bring these shoes because they're in great condition. But they do not sell because they're more than 2 years old, so we will be turning them away. Belts. Belts are a great item to have at the sale. We sell lots of belts. A lot of people need belts. But sometimes we find that people bring belts that are in great condition, but just a little dated. And what I mean by dated with belts are really skinny belts. A lot of people nowadays like to wear belts around the outside of their clothing, as long as in their belt loops. But the really skinny belts, and even skinnier than this, are not still in style. So when you're looking for belts, look to see if they're a little bit thicker, maybe they have a pattern on them, but just a skinny plain belt is not style anymore. Finally, we're going to move on to jewelry. When you're doing your jewelry, please don't put any jewelry into plastic bags. The reason is people like to hold them up and try them on, see how they look. If they're in a plastic bag, they can't get their hands on them. So if it's a necklace, just put some curling ribbon and attach it to it, and that way we can display it and people can really try it on and look at it. Earrings are very simple. Just place them into the tag and put a little piece of tape on the back so that way people can see they don't fall out and people can really touch them and hold them up to their ear and see how they like it. So when you're getting ready for your sale, remember, we do not want safety pins at all. So please use rubber bands at the end of the hangers or use the foam protectors so that they do not fall off. Please bring your pants neatly folded after they've been pressed. They will get turned away or you'll need to use the steamer if they're too wrinkly. Check to see if things are worn. Make sure you stuff your purses. And if you do all these things, you'll have a quick drop off. Otherwise, things may take a little bit longer. Thanks a lot.